Welcome back to another episode. Well, not really. This is our first ever sprint race live or reaction to the sprint race. How are you doing, Jake? And what did you think of the sprint race?
Oh, it was full of surprises, wasn't it? You thought it was going to be a Ducati lockout, but God, Brad Binder, they call him a man on Sunday. He's now a man on Saturday. He jumped up from 15th to third at first or second, and he went into the lead. Unbelievable. Yeah, second. He went 15th to second. And Morbidelli, I mean, he got his place on the brakes. His brakes were you'd see him come up to the end, and he would brake so much later. He was seeing the pearly gate before he grabbed a hold of the lever.
Yeah. So, look, I suppose we'll give people a little rundown first of what happened. So the race order was Brad Binder, Bisecchi, Marini, Morbidelli, Marquez, Bagnaia, Vinales, Martin, Quadraro, I should say.
Jesus.
Miller, Nakagami, Gigi Antonio, Zarco, Fernandez, Rins, Augusto Fernandez, then Aleix Espargaro crashed and Mir crashed as well and was taken to the the medical center for checkup. So he did
and more band-aids. Band-aids. Band-aid stock.
Yeah, it's crazy, wasn't it? But what a start though from Binder. My Jesus. Everyone's saying you gotta qualify at the front to get anywhere. And boom.
Somebody forgot to tell him that. And he kept it up. Now, it was mixed conditions, folks, so you got to take that in consideration. Or like a survivor race. And I'll tell you what, Bagnaia got nipped by Alex Marquez at the end. But for Bagnaia, a sixth, he always made a mistakes is under survivor races where you had the mixed conditions. For him, that was great. He just wanted to survive, especially when they started, all the banging they were doing, all the passing. Folks, so much for we can't pass our arrow again. They were passing all over the place. It was a great race.
Jeez, I might get a word in now.
No, okay. Well, you're such a motor mouth. I got to beat you over the head to shut you up.
Yeah, I think Jake. Yeah, I think you're kind of a little bit wound up about the sprint, which is great.
Two things. I got to something to tell you, but I got. If you notice, I'm wearing a black shirt.
Yeah.
Well, my Bob Jones is going above and beyond at Montgomeryville Cycle Center to help me out, so that's why I'm wearing a black shirt. I thank you very much. He's been my dealer since 1984. So. Nice. Props to him. I thought I might give him props out because he's really helped me out. So it got me good news, and that made me happy. Anyhow,
happy days. So back to the racing. I absolutely love the sprint race for the reasons that you do not have to save tires, and I'm not sure if people were actually watching the live video of the race, but the lads going through the corner, burning up the tire.
Oh my God! Yeah,
I would think that is classed as MotoGP porn.
Yeah. So and if you can see it on the camera, it's triple that in life.
Yeah,
in real life,
absolutely.
Because the camera filters out some of the smoke. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just it was unbelievable. Morbidelli, like as you said. There's definitely a bit of fight in him still, like, you know what I mean? But I just find it very funny that the bike is working for Franco and then it's not working for Franco.
I don't know, guys.
You know?
He was still lost. He still had a loss down the straights. He was kind of playing a blocking game. But, man, he came down to you had to outbreak him. He was dying outbreak.
Yeah, but
to
be fair.
Christ, he was gaining 2-3 bike lengths at the end.
Yeah, but like I'm talking about Fabio to Franco, right? And like Franco was miles ahead of him and has been miles ahead of Franco or Fabio all weekend. So I just think it was funny that when it works for Franco, it doesn't work for Fabio.
Doesn't work for the other.
So
yeah, it's like apples and oranges.
Yeah, it's yeah. Now, Alex Marquez, he has a bit of fight in him too, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
See him going around the outside of Pecco on the brakes. It's like, whoo!
I know.
Joe,
where did this come from? Yeah,
it's just exactly like like someone. Now, maybe he was just going to try and give two fingers to his older brother, like, you know what I mean? It'd be like.
I don't think he's giving two fingers, more or less one finger. I mean,
yeah.
What do you get? He's going to come home and the doors are going to be locked.
But that's it. But Binder, my God Almighty, Bezzecchi closing him down the last lap. He stayed so calm, man, so calm. I thought. When Bezzecchi tried to go up the inside of him on the brakes, I thought maybe he might duff it in the last corner and run wide. But he
Not
was
a chance.
On it, man. On absolutely brilliant.
What did they find in that KTM?
I don't know. I'd say maybe a bit of white powder or something that the bike sniffs before it goes off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, anyway. I don't know. They found something in that bike, like overnight. That just doesn't happen. You know, it doesn't happen where you say like, oh, an instant jump up. It just, you know, that's why I keep telling people, no, it's not going to get better overnight. Damn, if it didn't in that case, they found something, but they only had one issue. Remember? Yeah. Let's face it.
But it's, the sprint race though masks an awful lot of things because you can just go bottom the wall and burn the tire. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, true.
It's 11 laps or whatever. You know, so it's not that you start the race quick, you go into the lull to save the tire, and then like fight for the last 5 laps, and the tire's burned. Do you know what I mean? But you've only 5 laps left. Here it's like, and it was aggressive riding, but it wasn't like over aggressive that people were killing each other. Like, I definitely agree with this saying it was like kill or be killed out there, in the way of like, if you don't pass, you've missed your opportunity. Do you know what I mean? Or if you don't try for it. But I know it's hard to say this, but I think personally, I think Bezzecchi was probably the rider of the race for me. See how many times he fucked up. And yes, he was able to come back.
Was it Bezzecchi that cut Bagnaia off at the start? I don't remember.
Yeah,
Bagnaia was jumped out, and somebody jumped out front and seemed like they hit the brakes or something because they slowed him way up. He went, whoa!
That was
like he had a street. Bagnaia had a streak in his short by turn 1. Yeah,
that was himself and Marini hit each other. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
But Alex Marquez, I have to say, I was super impressed with his riding. Like, do you know what I mean? Very, very different person from the person on the Honda. Let's just call it. You know.
Yeah. He seems much happier. Bagnaia seems a lot happier. Even every time you had a Survivor race or the mixed conditions, you used to see Bagnaia back in the pits, like, oh Jesus, hanging his head, like you see the stress on his face. Now you see him, he's like, hi, how you doing? Yeah, can I have a coffee? Yeah, sure, whatever. You know, how's the wife? How's the kids?
Yeah.
I mean, you can just see.
He was very, he has this kind of weird aura around him now. He's very relaxed. You know what I mean? Now you could see him.
Yeah.
Bagnaia, that he's not feeling it this weekend. You can see that the bike is just not right. He's not going to force it. Do you know what I mean? He was trying, don't get me wrong, but he wasn't forcing it. Fright Night said that he feels bad for Mir. Yeah, I feel bad as well. You know, he qualified last this weekend. Came off in lap 1 or 2, so, and he's in the
second Honda syndrome.
Yeah. Steve Walker said it was a brilliant race.
I think they did he?
Yeah. And what is it? Sanku said that it was just mind-blowing. Absolutely right. Mind-blowing. What a race.
Yeah.
And a brilliant performance from Franco.
So, yes. Yeah. I'm just shocked. I'm sorry I bring up Franco too much, but I saw him on the break. I'm like, wow. And it didn't make a difference who was challenging him. He had 3 bike legs
exactly
on him at the end of that straight. I mean, he just went above and beyond when those bikes. They must be glowing hot when he came back to the pits.
Yeah.
I never seen him.
No.
I've never seen him get hard on brakes before. You know, he wasn't ever known for it.
But yeah, definitely.
Oh, what about poor? But speaking of that, poor Fabio. I think he started 10th and ended 10th. He just looks like looks like a kid that beat too much. You know, he just he looks like he's dragging his feet going out there like I don't even want to be here.
Yeah.
You know.
He's definitely cranky.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
I feel bad.
Like Joe, it's just not really working for him this weekend. And maybe look, that's the kind of things I think he still maybe hasn't matured enough to say, listen, look, you're just gonna have bad weekends and just write it off and just do you know what I mean? Like I saw him now after qualifying and that in the pits and like he's throwing gloves around and cranky and you're just like
who was doing that?
Man. Fabio.
Well, who was he? I didn't see him throwing the gloves around. Yeah. Well, he's young. I mean, you're full of piss and vinegar. You do that. Yeah. Christ, I've hit people for looking at me strange.
Yeah.
You know, just in a bad mood. You know, but
definitely.
I have more faith in Yamaha though. It's getting this thing straight as far as handling is concerned. This weekend seemed really odd with the long and short wheelbases and stuff like that. It was really off.
Yeah, they're messing around with Fabio's wheelbases. They made it shorter, which made it more aggressive and pop on wheelies. Now, a thing to note, all right, that the Yamaha of Morbidelli definitely looked okay at the end of the straight against the Ducatis. Now, there is a bit of an asterisk to this, though, right? Because it is not coming out of a slow hairpin corner out onto that straight. They're already accelerating through a bit before they get out onto that straight. So they're probably through the first and second sectors of traction before they get out onto that straight. Do you know what I mean? So they're already pushing on at that stage. Now, I don't know what it's going to be like. Tomorrow's race is going to be completely different. They're going to have to mind the rear tires compared to today, but if anything, if tomorrow's race starts like today's,
it just look good. It just like that.
Yeah.
You're breaking up a little bit, bud.
Anyway, but I think I can't wait for tomorrow's race, Jake. What you think? Who are you going to go for after seeing today's?
No. I'm going to go. You ask me first all the time, you smuck. I think this is a total one-off because tomorrow's supposed to be, the weather's supposed to be spot on, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Rain tomorrow.
Rain?
Yeah. Well, then saying that, it was supposed to rain Friday and dry today, but it rained today too. So.
Oh, man, you're killing me.
Will I go first?
Yeah, you go first. Go ahead.
I am actually going to stick. I'm going to stick with Pasecki. I think he's just.
Yeah, good. I knew there was somebody there. Pasecki, you're right. That's gotta because he loves the rain and he's fast. Yes.
Well, like if it's rain, it's Miller.
I don't know if I go rain, it's Miller. I'll tell you what though. I'll tell you, Alex Marquez is going to be up there. He seems to love this track. He was just going he seemed to be able to turn that bike anywhere he wanted to. So I'll give him at least a second.
Okay. So who are you going for the race winner?
I'll go race winner Pasecki. Second, go with Alex Marquez. Third, let's go third with a Pecco.
Okay. Okay. Well, listen, we were locked in. So with that, thank you for joining our first live after the sprint. We will be back with, I think, a normal video tomorrow after the race. But
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk to you again on the podcast. Thank you, everyone, for joining.
Yep.
We'll see you all soon.
Take it easy, guys.
Peace.
Peace.